Last month, I launched a brand new venture. Brand new niche, absolutely no warm leads, and no audience. I sent 5 DMs, got 2 replies, and 1 client signed. This was all within like 24 hours, by the way. And the beauty is that 1 client that signed has turned into recurring work. And meanwhile, I know people that are blasting like 500 DMs a day, and they're really wondering why it's not working. And today, I'm gonna tell you exactly why that is, and why the math that they're doing to justify their strategy is just completely wrong. Huh? So there's this idea floating around that outreach is a numbers game.
The amount of volume and repetition that is required to excel in any domain is typically not twice as much or 10 times as much. It's usually in the order of magnitudes of thousands of times as much work.
If you cold call, do 100 calls a day. Don't complain about not getting clients if you're doing 10 calls a day.
You send enough, something sticks, and look, technically yes, if you email 10,000 people, somebody should hire you. If they don't, you're kind of an idiot. But what does that actually cost you? It costs you time, energy, and I mean, most importantly, in my opinion, your reputation. Every generic DM that you send is a small bet that you don't actually have anything worth saying. And all the prospects that you're reaching out to, they feel that. They feel the copy paste. They feel the template. They feel the, hey, first name in brackets that went to 400 other people that morning. I've been doing this for over 7 years. I've managed content that's been watched over 1 billion times. And I have never, not once, landed a client I actually wanted to work with through spray and pray outreach. Literally not once. So if volume isn't the answer, what is? So earlier this year, a buddy of mine and I started something called Grooming Blueprint Media.
Yay, we did it, and it's a very low car. Yo!
It's a marketing agency specifically for the pet service industry. So this includes pet groomers, boarders, trainers. It's literally as niche as it can get. We do have an unfair advantage. He's deep in the pet industry, one of the biggest micro-influencers. And I'm deep in content strategy. That's the offer. We're not generalists pretending to know your world. We actually live in it. So now back to the whole hook of the video. I sent 5 DMs, not 50, not 500. I sent just 5. They were tailored, specific, and short. Each one was written like I actually knew the business I was talking to, because I did. 2 people replied, 1 person signed, and here's the part that matters the most. They're still a client. I literally have a meeting with her this afternoon. It's not a one-off job, it's recurring. And this is all because the relationship started right. I'm gonna be honest with you, I am pretty risk averse. Some of my peers are having way bigger months than me. They have way more revenue on paper, more clients, and that usually means more noise in their life. And honestly, I watch it and I think, yeah, that's gonna crash. So they're trading churn, as in they're trading short-term clients for a higher ceiling. They want the biggest number this month, and they'll easily, happily take a 30-day client over a 3-year client. And that's if the 30-day one pays more upfront. And in my eyes, that's not really a business, that's a treadmill. I would rather take a 50% pay cut if that means that the client is gonna be with me for a year or multiple years. And that's all because compounding works in client relationships the same way compounding works in the stock market or investments. A client who trusts you deeply, much like my doggy here, is worth 10 clients who barely know your name and actually really don't care about your work at all. All right, buddy, chill. You psycho. This year, I've been working about an hour a day. I've been taking a lot of trips. I'm living in Southern California. I mean, literally, I can walk outside and it feels like I'm on a vacation. And all of my clients are still there. They're still paying and they're still super happy. That's not luck. That's what the long game actually looks like when it's working. Before you say, must be nice, I moved across the country at 22 with absolutely no connections, no college degree, and 1 dog. I grinded really hard for years to earn the right to operate this way. I'm not skipping steps, I'm just a bit further along. Okay, here's the tactical bit of the video. Here's the one thing that will separate you from 90% of freelancers and editors trying to land clients right now. And it's really simple, you're not gonna believe this. Get on a call. Stop DMing back and forth for 2 weeks. Stop sending 3-paragraph voice memos. Just ask for 30 minutes. If they say yes, you've already learned something important about them. If they say no, or worse, if they just keep DMing, you've also learned something important about them. A client who won't hop on a call before hiring you will not communicate well, and things will get harder. And things always get harder. That's not pessimism. It's just pattern recognition from 7 years of client work. In my eyes, doing a call is a filter. It's not just a sales tactic. You're not just pitching them. You're deciding if you actually want to work with this person for the next year or two. That's a two-way evaluation. And honestly, charisma on a call closes more deals than any proposal document you'll ever write. Be a real person. Remember their name, ask about the thing they mentioned last time. It's not manipulation, it's just being someone worth working with. So 5 DMs, 1 client, recurring revenue. It's not a hack. That's what happens when your offer is sharp, your targeting is specific, and you treat people like relationships instead of conversions. The volume guys will always be a lot louder than me. They'll always have way more activity than me, but I'll still be here in 5 years, working on my terms with clients who actually want me there. So play the game. You can absolutely win. Don't play the game that looks impressive on a dashboard.